folks, this is a showdown we've circled on the calendar as number 1 goes on the road to face a top 10 team. Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois, the home of the Fighting Illini. As we'll see the number 1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. The Buckeyes offense comes on the field first today. One of the many prizes in the Ohio State trophy case is that wooden turtle, the Illibug Trophy. The last time they took in Illinois, the Buckeyes, a big win to maintain control of that.
The Buckeyes were incredibly focused and dialed in, not only as a coaching staff, but I think the players as well. I think that'll also be a big factor in today's game. Buckeyes gain some confidence.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
How about that to start the game off by this defense? The offense decides to drop back on the first play, and this quarterback has no time at all because of the pressure up front.
Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Play action fake, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
The Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. To throw, it's Sayin. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, when real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on 3rd down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big 3rd down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Ball spotted at the 5 for this 3rd and goal play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up. And you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, we kind of knew that they were going to approach this game and feel that every possession counted. And here, going for it on 4th and goal pays off for an early touchdown for this team.
Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner looking to make a play here. Coverage team flying downfield, not much gained on that return. They will go up against a secondary, Kirk, that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down wide receivers and take away the opponent's passing game.
Seems like every year in college football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that 3rd down catch.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Catch made, looking for the goal line. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Buckeyes looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Down inside the red zone, they reach in their bag of tricks here, but the defense does a really good job of being aware and bringing the ball carrier down.
Now they come up 2nd and goal from the 3. Play action, looking to throw. QB to the tight end for a completion. And the defense swarms him. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, you just can't say enough good things about this defense. Backed up near their own goal line. You're thinking about probably going to give up a touchdown. Instead, not only to stop them, but to come up with a loss.
And the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14.
That makes the score Ohio State 14, Illinois 0.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner choosing to field this one. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Quarterback keeps the football. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Back to pass. It's Outlier. Finds an open target on the left side. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. As we reach the end of 1, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. A deep shot to the left side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. To throw, it's Sayin. Bringing pressure. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. That one sails too far out of bounds, incomplete.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Caught quickly. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
Big conversion there on 3rd down to the receiver. Quarterbacks love a guy that they can depend on in these kind of situations.
Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking for his back. Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Takes the handoff. It's Peoples. And tests the middle and gets stuffed. That is just not open for business today. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. The receiver makes the catch. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. And that pass falls incomplete. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. He's got a man down the middle. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about.
Offside, defense.
After the big gain, the offense obviously declines the penalty. They've got a long drive going now, aided by that penalty flag. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. The pocket breaking down. Headed for the end zone. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Oh, so disappointing for this defense. They had the advantage. Good coverage all over the field. It's 3rd down, but they let the quarterback get away, scramble, and pick up the 1st down. And now it's 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line.
The Buckeyes line up with a 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Play fake, looking to throw. Touchdown, Ohio State, as they put 6 more on the board.
Great play design by the offensive coordinator. He's such a tough matchup down here. The tight end has size, he has instincts, he gets his head turned around, goes up, and catches the ball. Great play call and great execution.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. They add the extra point, and the lead now 21-zip.
That is the score. Ohio State 21, Illinois 0.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Ohio State and Illinois, a trophy game. Illinois, it was a live turtle. It was the reward up until 1925. Then they chose to make a wooden trophy. But, Kurt, you played in this game against some pretty good Illinois teams back in your day.
Yeah, unfortunately, some really good Illinois teams. And I think it's probably one of the more underrated atmospheres when Illinois gets it going. Champaign is a beautiful city as far as college football is concerned. Their fans get behind them. The wind always seems to be howling. And I'll tell you this, we did not beat them in my time I was there. Jason Berdusco was a quarterback. Before that, Jeff George. They really good defense with Dana Howard, who's one of the better linebackers to ever play in the Big Ten. Simeon Rice, Kevin Hardy. Yeah, Illinois can get it going, and they had the Buckeyes number back in the 80s.
Dropping back, it's Outlier. Catch made over the middle. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice 1st down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the 1st half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
Illinois getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. They finally get it down, but a big play to the 46.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a 1st down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Back to pass. It's Sayin. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. Brings up
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
timeout, Ohio State.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. The quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made on the out route. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Teams are getting more and more creative with how they run their counter plays. Gone are the days of everyone under center running the counter tray. Now you're seeing it modernized. We'll see how many different versions they'll run today.
The Buckeyes looking to cash in the red zone. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, with another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
And now here comes the point after attempt.
Is on for the extra point.
Extra point makes it a 28-zip lead.
That makes the score Ohio State 28, Illinois.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Illini is on the line, and already Ohio State and Illinois have given us some stirring moments. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. So the Illinois offense heads back out onto the field. It's a steep mountain to climb here in the second half. They need to get going, cut into this deficit right here.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Second down after that previous play. To the air. It's Outlier. Catch made on the left side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. third down play for this offense. Quick throw complete to the tight end. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, in my opinion, what we just witnessed is one of the toughest things to do in football as a defender, and that's making an open field tackle. A lot of times, those one-on-one matchups against shifty receivers, the receiver wins. This time, let's tip our cap to that defender. Great play.
No fair catch, looking to make a return here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Receiver makes the grab, breaks loose at the 40. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. Off the play fake on first down. He's got it with room to run. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Looks right for a quick completion. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
Extra point try coming now.
Is on for the extra point.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score Ohio State 35.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
38 set to kick this one away.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, how about that? Another call and another bad result for this offense. Kind of a microcosm of how this entire football game has gone. They're just trying to bleed that clock and get out of here. Nothing working at all.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Dropping back. It's Altmaier. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Short pass finds the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. To bootleg here. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaks loose at the 40. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
This Illinois offense is moving quickly down the field. A short completion to the tight end. They bring him down to the 25 and move closer and closer to the red zone.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
The tight end's got it on the corner route. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense can be set up with a 1st down and goal.
1st and goal, Illinois.
The Illini line up now 1st and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Nothing on 1st down, so now it's 2nd and goal from the 6. And the wideout goes in motion. Trying for the end zone, running him right up the gut. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Outlier. Pressure is coming. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So now on comes the field goal unit.
On the field goal.
And it's good right down the middle. They tack on 3 points, but still a large deficit.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Set to kick this one away.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Tate. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Wide open downfield. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. And let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the 4th quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They open the 4th by going to the air. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
To the tight end. Steps out of bounds at the 37. 2nd down coming up.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Takes off in a bootleg. Short throw complete to the tight end. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Runs out of bounds at the 34. Good enough for a 1st down.
Buckeyes pick up enough for a 1st down here. And they hand it off to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Back to throw. It's Sayin. And it's caught on the crossing pattern. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving his defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. And the running back takes the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. Seems like everything they've called has worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time, the defense steps up and makes a play.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Donaldson. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming 3rd down call.
Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that 1st down.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. To throw, it's Outlier. Caught over the middle, it's Dixon. Solid gain there, moves the ball out to the 32.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Boy, Chris, it has been tough sledding today for the old man under center. At this point, you just hope he's able to get out of this game healthy.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Wants to throw it. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. But, man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. And he fields it at the 15. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The last possession, they settled for a field goal, but really worked on the clock. Let's see if they can do that again with the lead. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. QB decides to keep it here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. Look, give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
That game sets up a 3rd down play. They'll give it to the back. He's got the first and still going. What a move into open space. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time. The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Leaning on the run game here late. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain sets them up 1st down at the 33.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Makes a nice move there. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They're going to run it here. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more.
That makes the score Ohio State 45, Illinois 3.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Scanning the field. It's Outlier. Quick completion to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.